Ayo Dosunmu just keeps getting better and better for the Timberwolves. After helping to carry the team without Anthony Edwards, he puts up an 18-point, 15 rebound, 12 assist triple-double with 3 steals and just 1 turnover on Ant's first game back. The obvious qualifier here is that this came against the tanking Dallas Mavericks, but this was just another game of evidence that Minnesota has found something in Dosunmu, and all of a sudden, he seems like a massively important part of their future, the way they play right now, and the ecosystem around him. And I think when we think of Dosunmu so far with Minnesota, we think of pace, right? We think of transition, we think of him being able to shift into overdrive in the open court and punish defenses for not getting back and not getting set fast enough. And that was there in this game as well, as it has been in all of his games so far. But I think we saw the other things he does more than we ever have before as well, and that's how someone gets to stuff the box score like he did in this game. The Wolves haven't had anyone who can work with Rudy Gobert in empty side pick and roll, really put his man in jail with that hostage dribble, draw the big properly, and then find the pass to an open Gobert since Father Time got to Mike Conley. It's such a repeatable offensive action to go to, with 3 other players occupying the weak side. It opens up the pick and roll, the defender has to commit, and Gobert can roll right into the space. If Dosunmu is going to be the point guard or share the lead guard duties with Anthony Edwards, having this in his locker is huge because it's something they've really missed this season. We know it's not always going to work with Gobert's clumsiness, but it still needs to be there as something they can get to in a pinch, and it requires someone who can both get downhill and get into a pocket pass, and Dosunmu is showing he has both of those traits. Getting them into actions like this horn set, where Bones curls off an exit screen to open up the paint, and Naz Reid rolls out of the pick and roll into that space, is the kind of things Chris Finch asks from his point guards, and we saw it in this game more than any other so far. If they can get his scoring punch, but also Dosunmu orchestrating their horns actions or a pin down action like this, then you kind of get the best of both worlds from what they need from a ball handler. Again, you want someone who can initiate actions like this one, where DiVincenzo slices across on the Iverson cut, and when nothing comes of that, they flow back to Ayo and into this pin down action for Ant. Instantly, that kicks the defense into 2 on the ball mode for Edwards. The low man has to shift over to cover Gobert on the roll, and that puts them into a scramble that they can't quite get out of after a nice drive and kick from Randall. They do need that player who can grease the wheels of their slow half-court offense on possessions where Ant is starting off the ball, just as much as they need a player who can get them into early offense like this. Then when Randall is doubled, be that release valve who can actually put the ball on the deck and make downhill decisions. Dosunmu is now easily the best option on this team who can do both. And what I really liked about this game is that they threw an action in there to get him working as a scorer in the half court too. This ghost flare set, where DiVincenzo ghosts the screen, then comes off a flare screen from Anderson, opens up this big driving lane for Ayo as the defense shifts to cover the threat of a DiVincenzo 3-ball. And he's got the scoring chops to get to the rim on a big and talented defender like Cooper flagged there as well. Again, as soon as this defender vacates the space to chase DiVincenzo, Dosunmu hits that gap, and when the defender steps over in help, he's got that floater in his bag to get to avoid the rim protector. So if we're talking triple doubles and the context within them, we've now seen Dosunmu can make plays for himself in both transition and in the half court. He can make plays for others, and he can synergize with Anthony Edwards, which is obviously extremely vital on this team. Anybody who can both get Ant running more often in transition and allow him to get off the ball is someone we should be seeing a lot more of. And then the final thing is Dosunmu being able to make an impact on the boards. Now there's no point going over every single rebound that Ayo had in this game. Sometimes rebounds just fall one player's way more often than usual, and this was certainly one of those games, but there were a few that he snared that I thought were noteworthy. To me, it's the ones that he really goes and gets that are the most important from a team context. Like here, Randall gets hung up on this screen, so not only does Gobert have to switch onto flag, but Ant can't fully commit to the roll man because he has his shooter to look after as well. So if Ayo doesn't come in and get a body on Gafford, that's an easy putback. That's the attention to detail plays that help a guard like Dosunmu have a rebounding night like this. Like, instead of letting Randall fight it out for a one-on-one rebound chance here, he turns and gets himself into the mix to make it an outnumbered rebounding situation. I just don't think this team's guards help their bigs in rebounding situations enough, and these are perfect examples of what it looks like to do that. Again, this shot goes up, Gobert is doing his job by putting a body on Gafford, and that makes it easy for Dosunmu to fly in there for a board if he's alert and ready to help his team on the glass. The same logic applies to offensive rebounding from the guard position as well. He sees Ant getting into his work, he goes to the front of the rim, seals a small defender in there, and then gets the second chance points for his team. Now, I get it, this was against the Dallas Mavericks and they stink right now and nothing matters during March basketball. Ayo Dosunmu probably isn't going to become this nightly triple-double threat while hitting top gear on both ends, but there's still a lot of positive indicators here that are worth mentioning, and we've seen him add immense value to this team already, no matter what competition he's facing. With Jaden McDaniels now seemingly done for the regular season, and a lot of tough games on the schedule coming up, Dosunmu is suddenly an even more important piece than he was before, and they're going to need these kinds of versatile and productive performances from him almost every single night. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, or drop a like below, or comment on what you want to see from Howls and Growls, and help the channel grow. Thanks again for watching.